Welcome, boys and girls. Today I'm going to be explaining this task here, quadratic simultaneous equations. I'm only going to pick out 2 questions to do, so I'm just going to do this one here and that last one there. It's quite a lot of working out, so make sure you are doing your full working out step by step. It's probably going to take quite a bit of time, this task, so make sure you've got time. Okay, so the question reads, solve the following pairs of simultaneous equations. Write down the coordinates of the points where the 2 graphs meet. Okay, anytime you're solving a pair of simultaneous equations, you are always finding points of intersections of 2 lines. Okay, so just bear that in mind. Okay, let's look through example 1 and then we'll go through example 3 together. Yeah, we've got y equals x squared plus 3x plus 1 and y equals 4x plus 7. We're trying to find the values of x and y that make both of these equations true. Okay, easiest way to do this is to do a substitution. So I've written here, substitute 2 into 1. So this equation here, we're substituting into this equation. That y we can change to 4x plus 7. And that's what we do as our first step there. So 4x plus 7 equals x squared plus 3x plus 1. We've gone there from 2 equations with 2 unknowns to 1 equation with 1 unknown. That one there, to be honest, is quite easy to solve. Put all of your 4x plus 7 on this side. So 3x minus 4x is minus x. 1 minus 7 is minus 6. I would just simply factorize that. Minus 3 times 2 is minus 6, minus 3 plus 2 is 1. From that equation there, we're going to get x equals 3 or x equals negative 2. That's your first part there. Okay, going on from there, boys and girls, you actually have to find, it says there, the coordinates. At the moment, you've just got the x coordinates. Okay, so we're going to use this second equation here to find out our y coordinates. Okay, so y is 4x plus 7. So if x is 3, 4x is 12 plus 7 is 19. So that first coordinate is 3, 19. If x is negative 2, then 4x is negative 8 plus 7 is negative 1. So it's negative 2, negative 1 is our second coordinate. Okay, would strongly recommend you just check that these coordinates work in the first equation as well. Okay, because you might have made a tiny mistake and then you could end up wasting quite a lot of your time. So if x is 3, let's have a look. 3 squared is 9, 3x is 9, 9 plus 9 is 18, plus 1 is 19. I'll show you a little trick for doing that on your calculator a little bit later. And if x is negative 2, x squared, negative 2 squared is positive 4. 3x, 3 lots of negative 2 is negative 6. 4 minus 6 is negative 2, plus 1 is negative 1. Okay, that's how we know it definitely works. Yeah. Example 3, a little bit trickier, just because we've got x squared and a y squared there, just makes the substitution a little bit trickier, different form. This comes from the second page of the My iMaths task. Okay, first step here, I would say change the subject of the second equation. So here, we want to change the subject. So we want to get y equals. I could, if I wanted to, do this whole process and get x equals, fine, but I'd end up with fractions. It'd be a lot messier. It's easy if we just got one y there, work out what y equals, and then make a substitution. Okay, so move the 3x on that side. Y is 20 minus 3x. That's that first one there. Okay, substitution is again, just like we did a substitution here. We're going to substitute that into that. Remember, we're going from 2 equations with 2 unknowns to 1 equation with 1 unknown. Okay, so substituting here, so that y is going to be replaced by 20 minus 3x, that y there. So I've got x squared plus 20 minus 3x in brackets squared equals 80, yeah, and then that's just an equation to solve. The expansion there, I did that in my head, but I've just added the working out there. 20 minus 3x squared is 20 mines 3x times by 20 minus 3x, 20 times 20, 400, 20 times minus 3x minus 60x, minus 60x, and plus 9x squared. Be careful, minus 3 times minus 3 is positive 9. Okay? Okay then. So that part there gets changed to that. Solving that and simplifying as well, just we've got our x squared plus 9x squared is 10x squared. Minus 60x minus 60x minus 120x, and the 80 coming over here. 400 minus 80 is 320. Now, you've really got a spot here that you can divide that all by 10. It's going to shave off a lot of time. Dividing everything by 10 gives you that. Factorising is your minus 8 and minus 4. Minus 8 times minus 4 is 32. Minus 8 plus minus 4 is minus 12. Okay, and then from there we've got x equals 4 and x equals 8. Okay, okay. Using our second equation here to find the actual coordinates, because these are just the x coordinates. We need the whole coordinate of the x with the y. Yeah, y is 20 minus 3x. If x is 4, 3x is 12. So we got 20 minus 12. 20 minus 12 is 8. If x is 8, 3x is 24. So what we're going to have there is 20 minus 24. 20 minus 24 is minus 4. Okay, quite a lot going on here with your positives and negatives. Okay, those would be your two coordinates. You want to check though, does it work in the first equation as well? X squared plus y squared. Well, 4 squared, 16, 8 squared, 64. Add those together gives you 80. Again, 8 squared is 64. Negative 4 squared, boys and girls, is positive 16. Okay, therefore we know it definitely works. As you can see here, there is a lot of working out to be doing. You need to be checking those answers, otherwise you are wasting your time. Okay, please take your time on this task. I'll just finish off by showing you with my calculator a little trick for checking those answers. Let's take a look at that. Okay, just checking this first answer here again. We had x was equal to 3, and we were checking in this one here. If I press 3 equals, now answer is now programmed as 3. So I can do my answer squared plus 3 answer and plus 1. Hopefully I'll get 19. Okay, works particularly well for the negative 2, because if you put into your calculator negative 2, it's going to eliminate that issue of squaring a negative number, which a lot of people often get wrong. Okay, and plus 1. Okay, that's just using the answer function there. Just a little trick for you to use. Okay, I think that's everything. Good luck.